Hey, it's JCC Podcast.
And welcome to our first ever podcast. Alrighty, welcome to the first episode of JCC Podcast. So, James, why don't you tell us a bit about JCC?
All right, so JCC is a podcast where myself, Cosmic, and my cousin Chris talk about anything and everything about Fortnite. It's kind of just supposed to be a thing where you can like almost sleep to it or listen to it while you're doing something else, which is kind of the goal of this. But I'll hand it off to Cosmic to explain more about what we're going to be talking about.
So basically today, guys, we are going to be talking about all of the Season 10 changes that we think in the span of a 10 to 15-minute podcast. And I think it's going to be real fun. But handing it over to Chris, what do you think about Dusty Depot, man? What do you think about it being back?
Honestly, I'm glad it's back. I did miss it while it was gone. Although, there is a saying that you might not like it when it's here, but when it's gone, you miss it. And I am definitely feeling that with the divot. I do miss the divot a lot. I did not expect to be missing it this much, if I'm being honest. There's just such good like memories that I had there from dropping there a bunch. But yeah, honestly, I'm glad it's back. I'm glad the depot's back. But yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about it?
Well, go ahead, Cosmic.
All right,
I'm
I
interested to
love
hear
the.
this.
I like the look of the depot a little bit better, but you know what? I miss Diner, but like I'm a Season 4 player, and I never got to have that experience at the depot, which is why I wanted to drop at it nonstop when it first came in. I'm like, holy crap, dude! I was super excited and energized just to go look at the depot. Just see it on the map.
Yeah.
Because I watched a bunch of videos on it, and I was like, dude, wouldn't that be nice to come back, man? But what are your thoughts, James?
Well, honestly, it is a little weird at the fact that there's like those twinkles or the twilights in it.
Yeah.
For the fact
Yeah, I was
that,
wondering
like,
about that.
Yeah, so people are speculating that it might just be almost an illusion to the game. Like, we might be able to see it, but it might not be actually there in reality. So, that's something. And
Yeah, that would be cool.
also, I think, to be completely truthful, I think nothing at Dusty has ever been preferred for the game, because Dusty Depot, it looks clean, but it doesn't have very good loot. And Dusty Divot didn't look clean. It had alright loot. I think
It
they
did
should
have
almost
good loot,
just
yeah.
revamp that part of the map,
Yeah, it had
which
good
is
amount of loot.
my
Yeah.
opinion on it.
Yeah, and it's a bit off-center too, right? Like it looks different than when it
Yeah,
where it
all the
used to
colors
be.
are changed around, which is
Yeah,
really
they changed,
odd.
and it looks a little bit. Yeah, like I'm agreeing with Chris here. It looks a little bit odd because it looks like
But
it's
when I
towards the jungle, kind of.
Yeah, but when you do think
Yeah.
about it though, I guess the divot was the center of the map. So when they brought the depot back with no divot, it might look a bit off. So yeah, that could be it as well.
But
Like
it did
just
come
like not
back
seeing
with
it with the divot.
salty factories,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
adds in that extra part of it that was taken out when Divot was there.
Yeah.
So I guess you could count the two as like the same as Dusty Divot. So, because Salty Factories does have like a decent amount of loot, maybe enough for one squad or a couple duos. But yeah, I mean, it just looks cleaner in my
Yeah,
opinion, to be truthful.
it looks pretty good, to be honest. I don't know, man. It's nice, but I'm gonna miss Divot. I'm a Season 4
Yeah.
Can we
player.
talk
came
about
in Divot.
that one truck that is impossible to get in
Oh my
coming back?
gosh.
It's
Yeah.
so hard. I don't think anybody can say anything else otherwise about that truck except being hard to get in. That thing is like near impossible. And for what? One
Yeah.
singular chest? But I
Yeah.
mean, it's cool. Like, I'm kind of glad they brought it back, and I'm interested to see what other POIs they're gonna bring back. So I don't know, man. Like, I'm excited to see it.
Also, guys,
Yeah.
let's jump into the train of the moisty flush, greasy and risky and lazy apparently thing. What are your
Yes,
guys' thoughts on that?
interested. I want to see if they're going to be doing the same thing with like the Twilights that I mentioned, if they're going to be like actual back in the game, or if they're just
Like if
going
they
to be
brought
like
Moisty,
temporary.
yeah, if they brought Moisty back, but then there were the Twilight things like all flickered around, like that would be cool. Or maybe it could have something to do with Season 11. It'd be going
Yeah.
into something like that.
Something I'm interested to see is that the sign outside of Paradise actually looks like Moisty, but it says now entering Paradise. So something I'm going to be interested to see is, will they kind of blend locations? Like, will Paradise Palm still be there, but it's going to be almost overgrown by Moisty, but there will still be
Interesting.
buildings there, kind of thing. And same thing with Tilted. It might be overgrown as well. I saw a thing, I can't remember quite where I
Tilted
saw
Town,
it, but
I think it was.
yeah,
So
it kind of
would
looked like it was
Tilted
overgrown.
would Tilted come back? Like would they scrap Neo Tilted and put Tilted
It's
Towers
more
back
like an
in?
OG Tilted, but it's not like fully OG. It's like
Oh, okay.
revamped or like crossed between something else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
like an
think
updated.
I think like places like Greasy and Lazy will. Well, actually, I don't know, because Lazy could end up being in the jungle like it is now, but just be like a golf course in the jungle. And Flush could also be like put in the snow kind of
And I
thing.
don't know
So
about you
we
guys,
don't
but I
know.
kind of miss
Yeah.
Flush.
I
Like,
kind of miss Flush too.
Flush was
Yeah, I do
kind
kind
of
of miss Flush Factory
iconic.
too. Yeah, like I
It
would
was
never
iconic.
drop there. I would honestly
Shopping,
never drop there.
yeah, the
But
shopping.
again, when it's not there, you kind of miss it.
Yep, the shopping carts hill, the shopping carts mountain was just
Yeah.
amazing.
The
Yeah.
only thing that'll be curious to me is if they bring back Flush, it's gonna be so close to Happy Hamlet. So I'm just gonna wonder
Yeah.
what they do there, because like if you're in Happy and it takes you 3 steps to get to Flush, that's kind of, it's gonna be really close for two
Yeah.
named locations. So
Yeah,
it'll
well, they
be
could move it.
interesting to
Didn't
see.
they moved the block, didn't they? Didn't they
They
just
did move
recently
the
move the
block.
block?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I did notice
So
that.
they could move it, but it's just Flush is so iconic to the bottom part of that map that it would just be almost weird to move it. So they could almost move
Well, I think
Happy
they would
Hamlet
take. Yeah,
over.
I think they would give Flush
Yeah.
Factory back to the OG spot and then move Happy
Exactly.
Hamlet over.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah.
that's if it even comes back.
What-
This is just all speculation.
Cosmic, what are your thoughts on this block? Do you like the block that we've got right now?
I don't know really. Honestly, I don't even know what the block looks like. I never dropped the block. I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
kind of like a water park sort of thing. It's like
Is
a
it?
beachy water park theme.
I-
Is that
Yeah,
the
it's
same?
I like it. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
It's
Huh.
decently nice, but normally like Cosmic, I don't really pay that much attention to the block either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
nobody-
neither
it's
do I.
kind of
Like,
it's
there's
kind of difficult to tell.
honestly, I find that there's really good loot at the block for some reason, and like I've only dropped there like 3 times, but whenever I do drop there, like it's so fun because normally you got like 2 other duos or like even another
Yeah.
squad there, and it's
Mhm.
fun. It's like you always get good battles. At
This
the
man
block.
goes off at the block too. Like
Yeah, I
he
go
only gets his
off at the
kills at the
block.
block. It's really weird
Yeah.
actually.
It is
No
weird.
way.
It's quite odd to be truthful.
Yeah, I was dropping with James, and I think we were playing yesterday. And as we were dropping, I was like, just to warn you, I kind of go off at the block. And then I didn't know if I was actually gonna go off this time because it was kind of a one-time thing before, where I dropped like a 4 bomb just like in the first 5 minutes of the game. But yeah, I
He
went
did it
off as
again.
well.
He did it again.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where this guy came from, but he just did it,
insane.
man. It's actually crazy. But we can move on now to something like the Season 10 Battle Pass. I know we all have different views on it.
Yeah,
Chris
also
doesn't
really,
own the Battle Pass, and
not
Cosmic
yet. Yeah.
doesn't really like it, so we can talk
Well,
about that.
really
But
quickly
Chris
though,
had something to say?
do you guys call it Season 10 or Season X?
I call it season 10. Normally.
10, yeah. I say 10.
I've been calling it Season X. I don't know why, but just
Interesting.
because of
It's almost the same thing as in, like, what do you call it, iPhone X or iPhone 10?
Yeah, I
yeah.
had a
Which is
theory
different
they
because I call it
X.
iPhone X, but
And
call
I used to
Season
call it
X
iPhone
Season
10.
Really?
Yeah,
That's odd.
it's
That's
weird.
really
It
odd,
is odd.
actually.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Oof,
season
interesting.
X, Season 10 Battle Pass. What are your thoughts, Cosmic?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I say this about a lot of battle passes, but I don't know. Battle passes are weird for me, but I don't like this battle pass that much. The emotes are kind of bad in my opinion, and the skins are meh. Catalyst is good, Sparkle Supreme is good, but I wouldn't say like a very controversial one is Yonder, and I just don't see it with Yonder. I think the gold helmet is a little bit excessive. Maybe without the helmet, maybe. But plus Ultimate Knight is just bulky, and it's like you can't even say it's like, yeah, it looks a little bit like the Black Knight, but it'll never be as great as the Black Knight was, you know?
Yeah,
It's true. Yeah, that's
all
true. I
the
agree
like,
with
but
that.
with the emotes, like what you were talking about, how the emotes
Yeah.
aren't that great. In my opinion, I don't think I agree with you. The emotes aren't that great, but I also I
Yeah.
always go into it with such high expectations after the season 4 emotes, was it? With
The season 4.
Orange Justice and Hype and Groove Jam. Like you can't really beat that. Like they were so
Yeah,
good.
you're never
Season
gonna
4
beat
had
that.
like some of the best emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you're never gonna
it
beat
would be
that.
hard to beat.
But what are
See,
your thoughts,
opposite
James?
to Cosmic, I actually think this season is very good. See, I didn't really like season 9. Like it was
Yeah, me
okay,
neither.
but I don't really vibe with the whole futuristic thing, which is why I'm kind of glad that they're taking it out. It just didn't feel like Fortnite for a while, especially when they
Yeah.
removed. Literally the first day of season 9, they're like, here's a new
Yeah.
one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
we are
honestly,
experiencing technical difficulties with James
yeah, if you
Redden's
guys hear
mic.
that throughout the
Yeah,
if you hear
oops.
that throughout the
Happens
podcast, it just means
sometimes.
that we're talking very heavily
Is it?
and there
Is
might
it
be a
back?
Yeah, it's back.
Is it
It's
back?
back, yeah, your mic's back. So
Okay,
continue
I
on.
do apologize. Sometimes it
Yes.
does cut out, but only for Cosmic.
Yeah,
Or
it only
maybe
cuts out
it's
for me.
maybe it's for Chris. Does my mic
No,
cut out
no,
as
it
well,
cuts out
Chris?
for me too, yeah.
Yeah,
Cuts out for
Okay,
me too,
it
yeah.
might just be like a game chat thing.
yeah, it's probably a game
So
chat
I'll
thing.
talk a bit slower. But again, I didn't really vibe with the whole season 9 thing. Like it did warm up to me near the end. Like I did end up liking it near the end, and I did enjoy the battle pass near the end. But my first impressions on it were, this is not.
Yeah, technical
Yeah,
difficulties
yeah,
again, ladies and
technical
gentlemen.
difficulties again.
We're
Anyways,
sorry about this, boys.
we'll give James's mic a little break. I'll take over for a second here. So for me, what happened with me was I got the season 3 battle pass when I first started playing Fortnite. I just got it even though I had no clue what the battle pass was. I didn't know about challenges or anything. And then I got season 4 battle pass. So yeah, season 3 I only made it to like tier 30 or something. And then season 4 battle pass, I got the full tier 100. And I thought it was a fantastic battle pass. Honestly, can't beat Carbide Omega. Honestly,
You
like
really
Squad
can't.
Leader's one of my favorite skins. It was one of my, yeah, it's probably my
Valor's
favorite battle
pretty
pass.
good.
And even the emotes, yeah, Valor's great.
Yeah, a
So
lot
yeah,
of people say that. Yeah, a lot of people say that the season 4 battle pass is horrible, and I'm like, I just don't see where they're coming
I'm like,
from. I
no,
think pickaxes
love
were
it.
good, gliders were
Yeah,
good, skins were
yeah.
amazing, emotes was like
So
the
then,
highlight.
yeah, so then I got the season 5 battle pass, grinded as well to tier 100, and I thought it was good. I did not like it as much as the season 4 battle pass, but I still thought it was okay because that had what, Drift, Calamity,
Calamity
Not
was
did that have
season
Calamity.
6.
DJ Yonder?
That was
Those
season 6.
Calamity and DJ
It
Yonder was
had
season 6.
Drift, Sunstrider, Ragnarok, all those
What was
those
Calamity?
skins.
Was Calamity season 5
Six.
or
Yeah,
Six.
Calamity
Six.
season 6.
Calamity
What
was
else was,
6.
what was the
as
tier
well
100
as
for 6?
Dire.
Werewolf?
Dire, yeah.
Dire,
The
yeah.
werewolf.
Yeah.
This,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
See, now we're talking about every season. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
okay, anyways, but yeah, I agree. I do like I think it's a great concept Fortnite went with for season X or season 10. Honestly, I think it's super cool how they're kind of combining them all together. I do love that
Yes.
factor of it. I
But
do particularly love the skins as well. I think the skins are great. Again, don't think it's gonna be my favorite battle pass because season 4 still has that OG aspect of it, and then it was just a flawless battle pass. But I
was
think
good.
it's one of the best ones Fortnite's ever released. It's definitely a close second, if not like coming in the third for me. But yeah, I do really like it. I think it's a great concept, and I think the skins are pretty much great. Yeah, I do really like it.
see,
honestly,
the
it's
thing
great.
is, with season 10, and hopefully my mic does not cut out, so I will be speaking a little bit, softer and slower.
Yeah.
For me, season 10 could almost be Epic Games pulling a fast one on us, essentially. So, you know how we're in like a time loop kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Like a time loop kind of thing, like we're going back in time. Well, what if they send us back in time and then everything that's already happened happens again up until this point, so we're stuck into it, and then like this happens again. So we get stuck
Yeah.
in almost like a constant loop, like a time loop. Where
That
we're
would,
just
would be
being
cool.
sent back
That would make
and
their
then
job
through.
easier.
It would make their job so much easier.
I think
Like
what
we
would
could end up
another
seeing
thing
things like that happen.
Another thing that would be cool is what happens if we go season X and then no battle pass. like kind of like a season 1 where there's no battle pass, although they would lose like tons of money. Epic would lose tons of money from that. But then what
Maybe
happens if
or
we
maybe
went through
not.
every battle pass again? But
See,
like then
they
again,
may or may not lose money because if they do another season shop and people have been playing for this long and they know how to buy skins, they might actually make more money from the season shop.
yeah,
Because
they
like
would.
if you think about it, if you could go back to season 1 and like had the opportunity to buy those things in the shop, knowing what you know now, would you? Absolutely. So it could
Yeah.
almost be
It's a Red
something
Knight
that's
situation though. It's a Red Knight situation where
true.
like
That's true.
yeah, it's great. It became such a rare skin. It became such a nice skin. But personally for me, 50% of what I thought was amazing about it was just because it was rare. And then as soon as it was re-released, I picked it up and I wore it for about a week, and then everybody had the skin. So like
Mm.
Yeah, it's
we'd
true.
be
It could
losing
be
that
like
rare
a
factor.
rarity factor.
But again,
Yeah.
that would make reselling accounts less valuable. So Epic would be gaining all the money from it instead of like third parties or second parties like reselling
Yeah.
their rare
Yep.
accounts.
Which
Which
is against TOS.
I know that Epic, yeah, I know that Epic
Big rip.
would want to get rid of that. So
Yeah.
I could see it happening. I think the chances are slight, but I could definitely see it happening.
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
So
I think. Yeah. Go ahead, Cosmic.
So you say yours first because I was about to
No,
transition.
I wasn't. I wasn't really going for it. I was
Well,
just
one
gonna
thing
say
I
like
wanted to
I think.
say.
Yeah. Go.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead, James. Go ahead.
Okay. I just think that like I feel like Epic Games is purposely holding off on skins to be rare so that when they like every day that goes by it gets rarer, so it increases value. So like when
Yeah,
they re-release it again, the more money they're gonna generate. So I just wanted to add that point in on what we
yeah,
were saying before, but let's
I'd say technical difficulties, boys, but
yeah.
I'd say we move over to one of my favorite
yeah,
subjects to
let's
talk
move
about
over.
with other
I do
people, and
apologize.
that is that's fine. Ultimate Night. Can we just talk about Ultimate Night for a second? What are your guys' thoughts on it?
Well, it's not Black Knight, but
Well,
That's a good
for me,
point.
pretty
it's not
darn
the
close.
worst. It's not the worst tier 100 skin, but it's not the best.
Yes.
So,
Correct.
yeah, it was a bit of a shock. I was like, first glance at it, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Wait, no, this sucks. Actually, no, I kind of like it. That was how it went, all in like a split second. It was like, yeah, okay, I see where they're going with this. No, this is not good. But then actually, yeah, I kind of like it. And
Yeah.
then also another thing about Season 10 or Season X is that all the skins have selectable styles, which are honestly, all of them are flawless. In my opinion, I know Cosmic, you may disagree, especially with the Yonder skin, but
Maybe just with the Yonder
I
skin.
feel, yeah, I feel that all of the selectable styles are honestly flawless, which is what makes this
Yeah.
battle pass so good. And especially with Sparkle Supreme, I think it's such a nice skin. It's probably
it's a nice one.
one of my favorites.
Especially the
Yeah.
Soccer Mom one, you know? The
Yeah.
Soccer Mom one is the
so-
best. But
That's
I
funny.
was thinking maybe we get to the subject of quad crashes. My favorite subject. What are you guys' thoughts on them
Of
being
course.
vaulted? Because I have my
Favorite.
thoughts on it.
Well, I mean, I never really would use quad crashers unless I was playing with Cosmic and he would fly them like an airplane.
Yep.
So I guess I kind of miss them, but yeah, I want to hear Cosmic's. I'm really desperate to hear Cosmic's thoughts on this.
Man, I'm gonna miss quad crashers. I don't know why they got rid of them. I thought they were like one of the most balanced vehicles I would say has been in the game, if not the most balanced. I mean, come on, like it's you can fly it, but like
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
kind of OP
it's
if you know how to
hard.
fly it.
It's hard to fly them. Like trust me, like I didn't
Yeah.
just learn it overnight. Like I probably took what 5-6 months to perfect the flight of quad crashers.
It's a long time.
Like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And I
But
just
not only just the quad crashers, they took out like all mobility. Like almost
Yeah, I
all
know.
mobility.
Almost.
Like the quad crasher was so balanced, like you guys have been saying, but they just took out everything. Like just plain there we go.
Like
Just took it
Driftwood's
all
the
out.
only vehicle left, right?
I know, and that isn't
And mech.
even that good. And mech, which is way too overpowered.
Mech is just too much.
That
which I
it's
think
like
they're
what
both
are we
considered.
Titanfall now? Like
No.
like what?
It's like, bruh.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly. Like what does this game come to?
Oh yeah, that's another opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on mech? Or
Way
the
too overpowered.
the brew, I guess you could call it.
It's too good.
I'm
It
about tired of
really is
dying
too
to it.
good. Yeah. Okay,
Maybe-
dying to it is the worst ever because there's almost nothing you can do.
Yeah, you
Pretty
can't.
much, unless you have any form of mobility to get out there or
But you
out of
can't.
that situation, but you can't get out of that situation because they removed all mobility. So it's a bit of a rip for all of that. But I mean, it's pretty nice when you're in it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
What are your
nice.
thoughts on X Lord? What are your thoughts on X Lord? Because I do know that I like Rust Lord a lot, and I know that James, I think you like Rust Lord.
It's very
lot, too.
similar to Rust.
It is very
like,
similar.
almost too similar in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
the
at the
thing
same time,
with
Sparkle Supreme is pretty similar in my opinion.
yes, but the thing with X-Lord that I do like more than Rust Lord is that it's not going to be labeled as toxic necessarily because it's not got that perfect pairing with the toxic emote like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people will argue that, yeah, in Season 3, it was most of our first battle passes, so when we had that skin, we pretty much only had that emote as well, aside from the dance moves, so that's why it almost got labeled like that, but hopefully X-Lord doesn't get labeled toxic and
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Technical
boys.
difficulties.
Bit of a rip, guys. You guys are gonna hear that a
Bruh.
good amount, probably. I mean,
such a rip.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. Once we get
Yeah.
used to it,
Rarely
it'll be
ever
fine.
does this too.
I've never
Yeah.
heard it in a game. I've never heard it in a game.
I know, it
It's like
never
the only
does this.
time
And
it
it
ever
doesn't do
happens
this on
when
my
it
streams
kills.
either.
yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
Because, like, sometimes I'll be playing duos with Cosmic while I'm streaming, and if I go to sing or something, which I do at the end of all my streams, it'll, like, cut out for Cosmic, but my stream can
Yeah.
still hear it.
By the
It's-
way,
it's
everybody.
really odd.
By the way, everybody, make
understand.
sure to go check out Christopher Redden, James Redden, and Cosmic C, because
Yep.
that's what you should do. You know, I don't know
And,
why
uh,
you should do that, but you should.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Because
definitely use supporter creator code. Do not be toxic. Use code Cosmic.
dash
Dash
C,
C.
C.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always
Cosmic
use
dash
that.
C in
not
the
a
Fortnite
slash,
shop.
not a forward slash, not a backward
Not-
slash, but a minus.
It's a dash.
But a dash.
But a minus, exactly.
Hyphen dash minus. whatever you wanna call it.
I think we should end it there, guys.
Yep,
That was a pretty
think
good chat.
That was
not
yeah,
gonna
that was
lie.
pretty good. I mean,
That
yeah,
was
stay
honestly
tuned for episode 2 of JCC
Yep,
podcast.
uploading this is not
Yeah.
going to be fun for me. 3 hours.
3 hours.
Does it take 3 hours
Yeah,
to upload?
my upload speed is pretty messed up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But it's
Wow.
fine,
I mean,
guys. I just
yeah.
got to do it early. But
Yeah. But I hope
anyways,
you guys had fun listening to this podcast.
Yeah, I hope you did.
And hopefully we can do more. We will
Yep.
do more.
Yeah, we will
Hopefully
definitely
we'll
try
find
to
another
release them.
time when all three of us are online.
Yep,
And that
and
Yeah,
all
also,
throughout the
actually
next
really
week.
very
quickly-
challenging.
Really quickly, please subscribe to this channel. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this
Yes.
podcast, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next podcast. Also, leave comments down below if you have any suggestions of what we should talk about, and let us know your thoughts on the Season 10 or Season X Battle Pass, and maybe even what you call it. If you call it Season 10 or X, I'd like to hear that too.
Yes.
Pretty much just try and chat along with us in the comments. Also,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
one
gonna
time
work.
we should almost live stream this.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be
maybe.
cool.
We'd
We
have
should
to
almost
live stream it on my
JCC
channel, but
podcast. Oh,
but
we
it
would?
probably
Well, yeah, because they wouldn't
for
be able to
voice
hear
chat,
us.
yeah.
For
Oh,
voice
you
chat.
can't hook it to another channel?
Um,
That might be difficult, actually. Like, it might
Yeah.
be time consuming to hook it to something else.
it might be.
Anyway, we can figure that out later. I hope you guys enjoyed this first
Yeah.
episode of JCC
Yep,
podcast.
This video was a little bit rougher than probably our following ones because, first video, first time for everything, you know what I'm saying?
But it's a good video we're gonna look back on in the future.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm
It's gonna-
excited for that.
It was a good place to start at. I'm happy with this
Honestly,
beginning
me too.
Yeah.
of a new chapter. So yeah.
And now we should actually probably end it without
Yep.
making our ending like 30 minutes long. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.